league on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Bolts, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Good battle coming up here in the AFC West. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Partner, this division has been the domain of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've won 8 straight division titles, 3 Super Bowl wins during that stretch as well. And every year, you get here and you ask, who can knock off the Chiefs?
Well, I think if you ask the other 3 teams in the AFC West, they would all say, okay, this is our year. But really, for a division where all 3 of those teams were sub 500 last year, now there's been some coaching changes, some new blood. But until you knock off the champ, they're still the champ. And right now, until further notice, this division continues to run through the Kansas City Chiefs. And barring something crazy, I don't expect that to change very much this year.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have. The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry of the game for Alexander Madison. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. Again, it's Madison. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Madison. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He'll try to run for it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Off the bootleg, it's Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Out quickly, and it's Adams. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
They'll run with Madison. And that big offensive run. Clearing space. He's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Vegas. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
He's got Brian, his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Now a 3rd and 2. The try and run for the first down with Edwards. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The drive starts with a run by Madison. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, here's Minshew. He's got the tight end there.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 3rd and 7. Minshew. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On second down, here comes Madison. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Third and 2, and here's Minshew. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Second and a yard. Throwing is Minshew. Finding his tight end there. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, Minshew. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders move out on top 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we send you cross country to the Sunshine State That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Motion man is the tight end going right. On third down, here's Edwards. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. It's Madison. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate. and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll try the left side with Edwards. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's the rookie from Georgia. It's Lad McConkey. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Again, it's Edwards. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Second and goal.
Keep him guessing offense! End this job with the 6-0. Get all the way!
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw from Minshew. He gets this one to Tucker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. On the give, this is Madison. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now Minshew. He's going to look deep for Adams. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. Past midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Game on. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Dicker now for the extra point. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Madison. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Man in motion here is Tucker. Here's Minshew. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back is Minshew. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
I always like to say, Mike, receivers in the NFL, they're not paid to make the easy ones. They're paid to make the hard ones, and that certainly is in that category, and he's able to move the chains because of it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. On first down, here's Minshew. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll go here with Madison. They'll come up on a second down and 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Again, it's Madison. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll stick with Madison. This is here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, L.A.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down. That one complete to Johnston.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
What is this?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers cut the lead to 3, 24-21. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. He's to midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance. And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
First and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to an E.